A very warm welcome to Yildiz Readings 5D. Before we get into the content, a very warm welcome and an update as to what we do here. We cover your psychic energies by zodiac, your twin flame path, astrology and more. And yes, we are live every Friday, so come along and join us and click the bell, you'll get a notification. And we do have the Members Hub. Now the Members Hub is a protected place where twin flames can go. You also can get the pre-release content ahead of the game and all the extensions, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, due to the fact I'm a psychic medium. Now, separately, we have additional lives, but just click the bell and I'll update you. And if you do want a booking, the website link is below and above on the screen. You can see we have different styles of readings. We also have group sessions. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Sit back, relax, grab a cuppa, and I'll see you on the other side. Hi Scorpio, welcome back. We're here to do your psychic update for mid-month July, moving through to August. Now, it is connecting in with messages as well as your romantic connection. Now, I'm seeing that there could be a shift up, and especially, towards the full moon in Aquarius, we're really needing to be pretty grounded, and we're definitely needing to come to a space where we try not to announce sudden changes. Now, what do I mean by that? There could be some sudden changes that directly develop, but at the same time, it's really staying grounded, and I do feel something is going to play out at home. And this is directly impacting love, contracts, and other areas of life. Now, it's almost like slow and steady wins the race, getting back into some sense of equilibrium. And, I do feel you are looking at the reality of life, looking at the reality of love, as well as how everything merges together, and something's about to shift, okay? And I do feel it's unbeknownst to you, and you're going to be shown it as a blessing. Because a transformation is close. Now, this transformation can be where you actually have power. Again, this can be relating to your career, relating to money and home and your connection and how it's all going to tie together. And I do feel there's a sudden shift. It's almost like this energy and desire for liberation, but having to actually swallow a hard truth about a situation. And I do feel even, you could be really basing something and looking at patterns, looking at, how you feel out of it. But this is going to be a little bit of a shake-up. You intuitively are really letting go of certain circumstances. And it's the environment I'm seeing. Environment. I don't know why they're starting environment. You'll understand such as the week progresses. Something to do with environmental awareness. Now, that may be paying attention to your surroundings. It may be when you're traveling to work, social awareness of the direct paradigm and the perspectives and seeing different ways of looking at something. And I feel you are going to have a 360. It's asking you to be grounded. There is a foundation change. There is a shift in a circumstance, which I will get into your cards in a minute. But the chakra that's coming up is something to do with imbalance. Now, it's almost like I feel you guys are embodying a lot of masculine energy at the moment. And after the new moon in Cancer, really assessing our wounds, really looking at the past, looking at that, and knowing full well we are walking away from old stories. Does that mean people, places, and things? It's almost like we're facing our shadow. We're also looking at logic and delusion and trying to make some sense of such to move forward. I do feel whatever was going down in the past, there's a stubbornness relating to it. And it does feel, two parties here really wanting something, but it's like it's not moving. Something wasn't moving. I feel you are logically letting go of that thought. But I do feel some of you, the hindrance is coming from too much going on. Now, too much going on may be a very unsettling environment in a location. Now, that can be with a friendship group. It may directly be at work, but it's affecting your aura. And it's also because you are having this reset. You're sort of like, okay, what do I need to remove myself from? Is it people, places, things? in order to gain this momentum, and where is this fresh start at? And I do feel it's coming quite suddenly, and I do feel particularly wherever this blockage is, it's kind of announcing itself, very Uranus and Taurus, and it's sort of like, here you go. How do you feel about that? But it's showing what's already there. So if this directly is an environment that you're really unhappy with, be it it's home, be it it's a person, place, or thing, I do feel this is very separate to love, but it's impacting the element of this area. I'm also being shown the give and take. So it's like suddenly these notions, these realities, these truths to you do come about in a very shake up and change mode. Now, I do feel if you're having to make very firm, solid decisions, wait till after the full moon. You know, if this hasn't announced itself as such, because, you know, the trigger point with the Schumann resonance, as well as the, Sun and Leo. When I say Sun and Leo, how do I put it? Where the aspect's occurring at the full moon, it can be very egoic, very bold, very aggressive. So it's almost like allowing the dust to settle. But they're very, very firm. And I'm really getting the Queen of Cups at the moment in reverse as value systems. Yes, money's involved in this circumstance. And I do feel particularly for some of you, it's the give and take. It's what you're getting out of a circumstance, be it it's the direct connection or be it it's employment. But it's the give and take in the bigger picture of what you're needing for sustenance. But it's very firm on its standpoint. I do feel there's a tightening and a shifting about of pieces. But I really feel you're being very guarded and you're being very selective of what you're doing and where you're going. You may have had a bit of a splurge, and this may have been due to emotional situations going on and maybe really, having a bit of tunnel vision. But I do feel it's almost like you're reining it back because you want a positive outcome here. This can be the tapering of your communication, the tapering of your way in which you're relating to circumstances. It's like you're pulling the lead back on the horse and you're slowing it down to avert disaster. Because you do feel if it was to continue, it'd be a mess, right? You're not adding fuel to the fire, Scorpio. You're like, I'm stepping back. I'm stepping back. So in your overall energy, there are some wounds coming up. You are wondering whether a circumstance is going to completely transform. You could be really dissecting words at the moment. Yeah, words, but not saying anything, not really communicating, that you're really regressing back and looking at these things. But there could be a lot of tension at home at the minute that really isn't, and it's like, who's doing what? Whose role's what? So I feel initially it's going to feel a little bit ungrounded. And you're kind of going, how does that leave me? Where does that leave me? I do feel in your mind you might be thinking like, how do I put it? I'm feeling tit for tat, but it's almost like there could be an insecure situation, a statement or conversation. I knew it. The card was there. It's like I feel your romantic interests may have an opinion about something because they do have the throat chakra here, and you guys are coming up ungrounded, and it's something they said, and it's sort of like, okay, this is really odd behavior. Where did this come from? You did think you would move beyond something, but now you're sort of like, you need to do something. You're trying to see this person's perspective. It's coming across as, how would I say it? Eye-opening. But also, wow, I didn't think that's how you saw this. There's tension. Okay, it's not a very grounded situation. I feel a statement. I feel, values coming up. I feel also if you're separate from this person, you're really looking at it and you're thinking how these things would match. Some of you may wish to actually move. or there could be something changing directly at home. This can be renovating. It just feels change at home. Yeah, it's almost like there could be a repair that's required. And it's like you're going to have to step in and go, look, okay, we need to work together as a team. And I feel this can be a statement that you're actually speaking to the people in your life, as well as this could be love. I'm checking into theirs in a minute. But it's like really taking a critical eye and going, wow, okay, I'll put all my eggs in one basket. We are tribe. We're a team here, i.e. you and this individual, as well as others. How do we turn this ship around to find that common ground? How do we hold these very firm values, but cast a critical eye on it without being almost all or nothing? Where is that middle ground? I feel some of you may end up having a job transition. Some of you are trying to do way too much. And some of you are feeling you want to be able to do what you're doing, but do it from home. Some of you, not all of you. But there's something that needs to shift about for that. And I do feel there's something, so up in your head, you're trying to, Mercury, thought, you're mustering up these thoughts, but you're going to become vocal once you have the clarity. And you're probably better off to actually relate to it in that circumstance, because if you aren't grounded, it's going to come out choppy. Now, your romantic partner, I feel as though there's either a decision that is happening on their side, there's an embodiment they are going through, and it doesn't feel like that. It feels very cold, icy towards a circumstance that's playing out in their life. They may be seeing that a circumstance in their life is a little bit manipulative. Okay, Scorpio, I'm seeing a major revelation here. I am seeing a major 360. Now, I do feel automatically that there will be a few ups and downs. It's almost like going through the matrix. I do feel this person is really owning their power, but you both are going to be faced with a choice that can be really to shift a circumstance in each side of your lives out. Come through and have a look, because the outcome, providing you deal with it and you're able to speak your truth, come to that negotiation sense. I do feel if you can relate to it in a grounded approach, you're going to get your celebration. Come through and have a look. Thanks for joining Yildiz Readings 5D. I trust that you enjoyed the content and love to hear your feedback. Now, yes, we're live every Friday for the Twin Flame update for the collective energy, as well as if you do click the bell, you can get the community post update because you don't get notified of lives. Now, the Members Hub also has 3 sessions a month now at $11. If you do want to come and join us, especially for all the extension reads, which are at the higher level, you can find the link on the main page here. You can see it above the screen, and it gives you the 3 tier levels. Additionally, I do see you throughout the month for your romance updates for your twin flame and the moon energy and more. So have a great month, and I'll see you on the other side. And yes, I do private readings. The information is in the info box. Love and light, guys.